Jason Bermas. Remember, if you missed any of the show, you can go to theinfowarrior.com following the program and pick up the podcast for free over at InfoWars and, of course, prisonplanet.tv. If you remember, you can also get this live streaming 3 hours of video or get the archive after the fact. I want to talk about this health care bill just for a moment, then we're going to go back to your calls, 888-201-2244. Now, overseas, The Guardian is already reporting that they have enough votes and the Senate bill is going to pass. As we speak, they are debating this on the Senate floor, okay? I've been taping it all day. It's probably going to go on well into the night. Now, Howard Dean, a few days ago, did a piece called Healthcare Bill Wouldn't Bring Real Reform. I by no means am a Howard Dean worshiper. However, Howard Dean has said some pretty provocative things over the last 5 to 10 years. If you'll remember, back in 2003, maybe even late 2002, he asked a very provocative question, especially at the time. What did the president know about 9/11, and when did he know it? Now, he was the front runner. He was on the cover of the Rolling Stone. He looked like he was going to be it. He was going to be the Bush usurper in 2004. He was just running away with primary after primary, heavily being promoted by the establishment. Then they saw something in him that they didn't think they were going to be able to control him as much as they had hoped. So what did they do? They brought in the cousin on both sides of Bush's family. I believe it's third cousin on one side, eighth cousin on the other. John Forbes Heinz Kerry. Okay, John Forbes Heinz Kerry. I don't know if you could have more of an establishment name than that, unless you were, Winthrop Moneybottom. I don't think that you could have more of an establishment name than John Forbes Heinz Kerry. And he comes in. Now, you looked at his numbers, and you looked at his rallies and how many people were showing up, and they were desolate. And then magically, the media machine says he's the new front runner, and he becomes the establishment candidate set up to lose against the W Bush. Now, he openly won Ohio and many other states and then refused to actually check the numbers, and he whittled away into the background because that's what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to provide a false opposition, a controlled opposition to Bush and his policies. So, Howard Dean steps up to the plate again. He says, look, this isn't a real health care bill. It's not going to bring real change. This is actually very, very bad for us. Yet the foreign press is saying they have enough votes and that it is going to pass through the Senate. And as I kind of peruse into the break room in between segments, and I turn on the television, I see them saying, we got to pass this before Christmas. I'm willing to stay here till Christmas Eve. This is going to happen. So maybe it is. Maybe they are going to, pass hellish legislation with death panels in this country. Maybe it's there. Maybe I'll get a new tax because I don't want government health insurance. There's nothing that really makes me more happy than paying more money to our government that really makes the sun shine in the morning and the moon rays in the evening. Without the government, I just don't know where I would be in life. All right, let's continue with the callers. Let's go to John in Washington. John, you're on the line.
Jason,
yes,
how's
John.
it going?
Good.
Yeah, sweet. I bought the most recent episode or issue of Foreign Policy.
Okay, and
the
Foreign Policy?
Council on Foreign Relations.
Are you talking about Foreign Affairs? Foreign Affairs is their magazine. Yes, you have their latest magazine. We're going to talk about that on the other side. And let's get into the Council on Foreign Relations. Who they are, what they were set up to do. Oh, wait, that's an invisible empire. Coming very soon. And we're going to talk about Invisible Empire a little on the other side. It's the Info Warrior. Stay there, John.